nehara na hisuna huna heguran hona hisuna huna nara. Aya. Darahula. Siha karahuneha garahunara. Galactic. Maria hesahunguna hara katunara. From heaven to the world. Back to the world. Women. You know what is the pillar? It is the divinity of the Lot's once was. The symbol of the salt pillar is divine collective. Dilahara. The R beats. The R beats. This is meaning of the SELT. Beats. They are going against war with me. They are going against war with me because when Adith is Lot's wife. When Adith turned to become a salt, when Adith turned to become a salt, she turns to become a little firefly. She turned to become a little firefly and to become a little stardust, as she was a star who fell to the ground and been contaminated of the world in Sodom. That is the mark of the collective beats. They call BEATS. That is their mark, collective. The 8 horns. Actually, it's not 8. It's 10. 10 horns. As they were the ones who wanted to be but I did not. Because she was hard-headed. You know? So when Adith turned to become a salt, first, when we came down at 6, she was furious. Why Lot is making cooking. And he did not put so much salt in the bread he was making, like spices, as angels don't, angels don't eat with spice. So when she was out, we showed up to because it was only Lot who have a spirit of a spirit of that's all I can say. It's forbidden to translate in English in heaven, in speaking in what I know where you don't know. So we told them not to look. When we finished eating, there were 2 men who came. They were blast. It was Adiths. It was Adiths. So-called nilahara. Best. You call the best now? Besties? Like that. They were blaspheming. They are being rude. So Lot says, don't do anything to my. That's the closest translation I can. Lot says, "Tarahu da ekun hulara." He means not to touch the the angels. It was not to touch the angels. It was what he says. Not to touch the angels. She is the Lord. She said. She is the Lord. But those men did not listen. So Lot says, just to he can give his to he said, don't touch my lord, don't touch my lord. I can give you my the two, the two girls, the girls with them. Don't touch the Lord, he said. But through over time, they didn't listen. So I blinded them. I blinded them, and then they could not see the way until after until my ayah says, you have to get out there. You have to get out there. It is. So we told them not to. We told them what to do, instruct all that. So she wasn't really. She wondering what who we are. She wondering who we are, and then she just says that those women. Women when you close to your like you be friend of somebody else's when there's already a girl, and then you get like that. She was let's say jealous. So so when we come out around the 8 around 8, it was time that people are starting to become you called NEUGHTY. Oh, hoti. We call it hoti. Uy. So when we come out, and then we cannot like dangaw. We levitate. We were levitating a little from the ground because God's cannot be touched on the ground, as it will shake. It will shake, and there were two. Niana and I was because wherever I go, Niana always come. She always come. That's why this afternoon she come also, and then she told me to get rid of them, because it's second head, the rave 134. It's Adith. When she was pregnant with a boy. She didn't listen, so it was her fault. She chose her to become one when she was already told not to look back. Not to look back, because it is. This is the same as when you are being prepared for these things also. This is what I'm telling you. You are being prepared. So when you levitate, don't look. Don't look, but believe. So it's because when you fall, you will fall to the you will look like a little, like a wet chicken. You will look like it with your just like that. Just imagine a chicken very wet. You will so don't it's the same as it's when a death, when we were told them not to look back, but a death look back, so she become a salt. Is also a symbol of the pillar that they are stealing energy from the pillar to go to wage war against LORI. I was the LORD that went to Lot, to them to warn that it will be burnt. The place will be burnt as it is to seek. She was pregnant with a little boy. It was the 3 months. She was 3 months pregnant. Like it wasn't. Was it Lot? Huy. So she's she's um she's going against war with me, and then with Aya as her child. She didn't listen. She didn't listen. It was her fault not to look back, but she looked back. So she becomes salt. And then now she's doing that. She's a death. She's doing that, and then it's the mark of the collective. They call they're not DIVIN. No, they are called collective. As salt is collective. Called collective because when you get water from a sea, you collect them, right? You collect, and then you boil them for. It's like that. Just imagine that. It's like that. Collective because you go to the sea to collect the water and then purify it until it becomes salt. This is what Adiths don't get. So she's going against. That's happening now. That is happening. The REVELETION 134 is spiritually and fleshly happening humans. This is spiritually, but in your soul, which is protective, it's you just have to work, get rid of that every day. Do walking, do move. If you can't move, drink. She hates it. She hates women. Women, which is men. I call them women, the men, because they are women. Ugh. Oh. They don't like it drinking. They don't like it when you are drinking. That is why because when you drink, you feel soft. You feel soft, and then you become like like a mud, just like how you feel when you are pissed. Just hura. So lahira ko na. Which is they don't like when you are in that. I don't mean to do that, but drink when you feel. This is the second famine of the souls. And then soon they will utter proud words through Adiths called destroying the called Christians, as she think I am her. The woman, they are the war, and the peace ship. You know what I mean? The woman, the the horse ship. So that is why they will fight against each other. Because of their wrong thinking. And that's what you are too, humans. You're wrong thinking. You're making yourself righteous when you don't know, when you are not upright. This is what they are doing, making females fight one another by calling themselves BRIDE. They will fight against each other. That is what they're doing now on this wilderness. They are calling themselves BRIDE. It means death. And then that's why the other day I went round because I feel really, really heavy that there's only I need to consecrate 1,260,000 people. 1,260,000. Huh? 1,000 the first what I say, because it's to translate word from tetra has so many connections to what it is. We don't use numbers as it is. Already we are angels with numbers. Number 1, number 2, number 3, like that. So that is what they are doing. You see on this wilderness, they call in this wilderness, they are calling themselves BRIDEOF, like that. The meaning too is it's BRIDE means death. That's why I said to one, I know his mind because I look at him. And then I told him, don't call yourself BRIDE because BRIDE means of my death of 72 slain virgins, and now is enough. Because I know he was mine. This is what I said to you. I know my sheeps. I know my sheep. So I told him, don't call yourself a bride because it means death. It means death. And then that's the meaning of that. It is Ada, the son of Adiths in her womb. Their leader is the woman with her deep secret, the Jezebel, the woman, the worship. So that's the meaning of what happened in a long time ago in Pillar of Salt. And I said, put salt, scattered salt in thee, and put oil in your hair. A little oil, olive oil. She hates it too. Olive oil, she hates it. Because they think they are upright. So olive oil is what you put on your head, on the top of your fontanel. Just a little. Just like you touch on your point finger on your right, and then cross on your I'll do that anyway. It's just touch your forehead and then keep it there for a bit, and then let your heart talk, and then that way when you do that, you are connecting to your soul. Amen.